Charming. Pet guru. How can you tell if a cat is pregnant? Have you noticed any changes in your unspayed cat's looks or behavior lately? You might be wondering, could my cat be pregnant, and what are the signs of a pregnant cat? If your cat isn't fixed and roams outside, she could have met an unneutered male cat, making it a valid concern. Identifying pregnancy in cats can be tricky. Sometimes it's hard to tell if your cat is just overweight or actually expecting kittens. Let's dive into the signs of pregnancy in cats and what you can do if you think your feline friend might be expecting. How long is a cat pregnant? Signs of pregnancy in cats might not show up until a few weeks in. Cats are usually pregnant for about 63 to 67 days, which is around 2 months. If you notice your cat gaining weight or sleeping more than usual, it could mean she's pregnant. Pregnancy symptoms in cats can be very similar to those in humans, often starting off quite vague. As soon as you see any of these changes, make an appointment with your vet to confirm if your cat is pregnant. However, there are more signs and symptoms to watch for before you bring your cat to the vet. What are the physical signs of a pregnant cat? Your cat's body will change as she shows signs of pregnancy. Common signs include weight gain and sleeping more, but other changes will also become clear over the weeks. Around 3 weeks in, these physical changes become more obvious. At this point, you might start wondering if your cat is pregnant, thinking about being a cat grandparent, or even considering a baby shower for your queen. Weight gain. The most common early sign of pregnancy in cats is weight gain. Pregnant cats typically gain 2 to 4 pounds. It's important to watch your cat's weight and note any increases. If you see a sudden weight change, it's a good idea to visit the vet, even if you think she might be pregnant. Many cats are also overweight, making it hard to tell by sight if a cat is pregnant or just overweight. Pregnant cats usually gain weight mostly in their stomachs, giving them a pot belly look as pregnancy progresses. In contrast, overweight cats gain weight all over their bodies, including their neck, paws, face, and legs. Change in nipple appearance. If your cat is pregnant, you'll see pink or pigmented nipples showing through her fur. As her pregnancy progresses, her nipples might look swollen and rosier. Breeders call this change pinking up. If you don't notice the weight gain, this pinking up can be the first sign that your cat is pregnant. You might also see some discharge from her nipples as the pregnancy progresses. As long as the discharge isn't bloody, it's normal and means her body is getting ready to feed her kittens. However, if the discharge smells bad, looks unusual, or seems off, make an appointment with your vet to ensure everything is okay with your cat. Swollen abdomen. Around halfway through the pregnancy, you'll notice your cat's belly starting to swell. This swelling is different from just weight gain and usually begins around 5 weeks into the pregnancy. Vomiting. Like human mothers, your cat can get morning sickness. Vomiting can be an early sign of pregnancy, usually around the 3-week mark. If this happens, make sure she's drinking enough water to stay hydrated so she doesn't get sick from dehydration. Vomiting more than 1 to 2 times a month is a reason to take your cat to the vet, especially if you don't know she's pregnant. If the vomiting continues and there are no other signs of pregnancy, take your cat to the vet as soon as possible. Vomiting could mean other health issues that need attention. Behavioral signs of a pregnant cat. Physical changes in your cat may not happen quickly, but changes in her personality are usually easier to see. Since you know your cat well, you'll likely notice if she starts acting differently. Often, it's easier to spot these behavior changes than the physical ones. Heat cycles change. If you choose to keep your cat unaltered, it's important to monitor her heat cycle closely. You are her first line of defense if she becomes pregnant or develops complications like a uterine infection, pyometra, false pregnancies, or breast or uterine cancer. Kittens as young as 4 months can reach sexual maturity and start their heat cycles. These cycles can last from 3 to 20 days and repeat 2 to 3 times during the breeding season, February to October. During her heat cycle, your female cat may be more affectionate, groom herself more, meow or yowl loudly, mark her territory often, and possibly lose her appetite. If the heat cycle suddenly stops, she is likely pregnant. If you don't plan to spay your cat soon, tracking her cycle can help avoid surprises. Increased appetite. Pregnancy can vary for each queen. Before your cat starts eating more, she might actually lose her appetite due to nausea as her kittens begin to develop. After a few days or weeks of eating less, you might see her appetite increase, and she'll start eating more than usual. This is because she's eating for herself and her kittens. There's no need to limit her food intake, she usually manages her eating well on her own. As the kittens grow, your cat will need more nutrients to stay healthy and ensure the kittens are born strong and well developed. Increased sleep patterns. Pregnancy is hard work for your cat. It uses up a lot of her energy and nutrients to grow healthy kittens, so don't be surprised if she sleeps more. If you see her taking more naps and she seems otherwise healthy, she might just be resting up for the pregnancy. If you're unsure whether her increased napping is normal or a sign of a problem, it's always a good idea to schedule a vet appointment. More affectionate. While your cat might become more protective of her space and other animals in the house, she may also become more affectionate with you. Hormonal and neurological changes during pregnancy can make her seek your attention more often. She probably trusts you to keep her safe and help her through this time, so be sure to give her the extra attention she wants. More reclusive. In the early stages of pregnancy, your cat might show more affection. But as she gets closer to giving birth, she may become more reclusive. She might hide or stay in her nesting area during the week before labor as she prepares for the big moment and needs some space. Sometimes, though, cats skip this phase and remain affectionate and clingy. You'll just have to see how your cat behaves. Nesting behavior. Before she gives birth, your cat will look for quiet, private spots to have her kittens. During this time, she might become more protective of her space and may act territorial if other animals come too close. This behavior usually starts a few weeks before she's due to give birth. Restlessness. 24 to 48 hours before she gives birth, your cat might become restless. You may see her pacing back and forth, fidgeting, staying close to her nesting area, and seeming uncomfortable. These are signs that labor is approaching. What should I do if my cat is pregnant? Cats usually handle pregnancy quite well, so you don't need to do much in the weeks or days before she gives birth. It's a good idea to keep your vet informed, as they are the experts. Here are a few things you can do to help keep your cat healthy and comfortable during her pregnancy. Visit the vet as frequently as recommended. Make an appointment with your vet as soon as possible. They can do an ultrasound to check for pregnancy starting around 25 to 35 days into the pregnancy. Checking before 21 days might not give accurate results. The vet will also examine your cat's abdomen to feel for kittens and detect fetal heartbeats, which can be heard around day 25. Later on, the vet can use X-rays to see how many kittens your cat is carrying. After 42 days, the kitten's spines and skulls become visible, making X-rays and abdominal checks more useful at that stage. Maintain a healthy diet. Make sure your cat is eating enough food and drinking plenty of water. It's a good idea to switch to high-quality, easily digestible food during her pregnancy. Some cat foods are specially made for pregnant cats and help with the growth and development of the kittens. These foods provide all the nutrients that both the mother and her kittens need. Provide a quiet place for nesting. As your cat nears the time to give birth, she'll look for a quiet, soft place to nest. Good options include cat furniture, large cat beds, or even a cardboard box lined with towels. A cozy nesting spot will help her feel safe, relaxed, and ready for labor. If you're curious about how many kittens a cat might have in her first litter, it's usually smaller. Typically, a first-time mother cat can have anywhere from 1 to 9 kittens. Keep the litter box clean. Keep the litter box clean for your pregnant cat to help her stay happy and healthy. Scoop out waste daily and change the litter once or twice a month. Using a self-cleaning litter box, like the litter robot, along with a pet-safe cleaner spray or wipes, can make it easier. This way, you won't need to scoop and clean constantly, and your cat will have a clean environment. Ensure a happy and healthy pregnancy. Treat your pregnant cat like royalty by creating the best environment for her during her pregnancy. Whether she's pregnant or not, the litter robot and the whisker app are great for cats at any stage of life. With the litter robot, you'll get alerts when the litter box needs attention and can even keep track of your cat's bathroom habits from your phone. A final note on spaying cats. Understanding the signs of pregnancy in cats can help you provide the best care for your feline friend. Whether you're preparing for a litter of kittens or just keeping a watchful eye on your cat's health, being informed and proactive is key. If you notice any changes or have concerns, don't hesitate to reach out to your vet for guidance.